What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to Rebuilding Everton. Today we have Chelsea and Stoke in the Premier League. Chelsea are not doing very well. They just fired their manager. They just hired a new one. They are currently sitting 16th place, just 5 points out of the relegation zone. Stoke doing a little bit better. They're up in 8th place, just 1 point, basically one goal out of the European spots. So Stoke, a team we played last year in the Championship, doing very well, just like we are in the Premier League. Our form has been a little bit inconsistent. We're consistently inconsistent. After we played Man City and Arsenal, had that amazing game against Arsenal, then took on the worst team in the league by a large margin and barely scraped a win. A 44th minute winner by Milan Vidovic is the only thing we did all game. We were just not good. Just straight up not good. Like, we had 6 yellow cards. I don't understand. They just stopped playing well. They played so well against Arsenal. They played equally poorly against Millwall. It's only the fact Millwall are the worst team in the league by a large margin that we won that game. I think we have a problem away from home. We have no losses at home in the Premier League so far, but we have 4 losses away from home, all in the last 3 months. So I'm going to be trying out a new tactic for our away from home matches. For certain away from home matches. After Millwall, we took on Brighton, and we actually played well that game. Kaltoft with a brace, Vidovic with a goal. So Vidovic with goals in back-to-back games is pretty impressive. He's doing all right. Kaltoft is finally scoring the goals again. He's consistently inconsistent as well. When he performs, he's really good. When he doesn't perform, he does absolutely nothing. But Vidovic, 2 goals in 2 games. I figured I'd start him against 19th and 20th because they're 19th and 20th. And I wanted to give him a little bit more game time, so I gave him the start. Then I brought Walking Jones back for the Swansea game, and we were awful. Kaltoft with another goal. They were 2-0 up, though. Kaltoft just got a goal in the 84th minute just to make it a little interesting, but we weren't going to come back. I think I went 3 up top and a right inverted winger, an attacking midfielder, one central midfielder. I was just going crazy with the numbers forward, and we just couldn't score. It wasn't even like we were the better team. They were the better team, I'm pretty sure. It was either they were the better team or it was very close. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's a pretty even game. We had the XG, but they had equally as many chances, really. We just weren't very good. We weren't terrible, we just weren't that good. Kaltoft is the only player above a 6.9, but we had no players below a 6.5. Alexander Douglas, I don't know what's wrong with him. He played really well. This game against Brighton, he played well, 7.3. Millwall, he didn't play very well, only a 6.5. But Arsenal, he didn't play against Arsenal. That's Quintero's game. But Quintero's been injured, so I haven't really had a choice about who to start. So I think when Quintero's fit, which I think he is fit for this Chelsea game, he's getting the start because Douglas is just a terrible player. He's just become a terrible player. I don't understand it. He's just become awful. He can perform decently in one game, but he's going to be awful for the next 5. So first I'm going to show you the tactic. It's pretty much what we used with Manchester United. I think it's not much of a change to what we do now. We just take off a winger and bring on a center back. I switched the defense midfielder to a ball-winning midfielder because that's what we have. But other than that, it's the same as the Manchester United balance tactic. Complete wingbacks. I changed these to all central defenders because that's what we have, really. But yeah, we've got plenty of good strikers. Kaltoft can play striker very well. He's actually more natural at striker than he is at inverted winger, so Walking Jones obviously a good striker. Vidovic is a good striker. Petter can play striker. Alexander Douglas can play midfield, so he can still play in this formation if he finds any form. But yeah, I think that's what I'll play in away games. I don't think I'm going to play it because Stoke is away, but I don't think I'm going to play it against Stoke. We played Stoke twice last year with this tactic and beat them both times, 3-1 away from home. So I think we're just a better quality squad than Stoke are. So we should be able to beat them. If we find out we're struggling in that game, we can switch to the 5 at the back pretty easily. This is a squad for the Chelsea match. I'm hoping Chelsea don't find a ridiculous jump in form with their new manager because we need a bad Chelsea. If we're going to play Chelsea, we want to play the bad one. Thomas Duffy gets to start at left back. Celso at defensive midfield. Quintero gets to start at right wing. Eric Velton gets the start in midfield next to Zigrovic. He's been our second most in form. If not, I think he's actually been our most in form. If I go to the tactical meeting, I can go to this and see in the last 5, he's been the most informed midfielder for the team so far. Only 1 goal, but 7.02 average rating in the last 5. Alaro's been decent. He's actually had a couple good games, but I trust Eric Velton just a little bit more right now. And where is he? Diop is just awful. He had 1 decent game last game. He played like a 7 point something. 7.3 against Brighton. But everyone played well against Brighton, so you can't really credit him that much. He didn't only come on in the 43rd minute because of an injury, but let's get into this game. Barracine back at center back. He's done well there. He's played a 7.2 in his last 5. He's actually played really well all of his last 5 games, so maybe center back is his position. Maybe he's our backup center back because Ramon, I think, is getting sold. He wanted a new contract, which I felt was like, okay, that's fine. He's on, 105K a week. It's like, okay, I'll give you you're 31 years old, maybe a little bit of a wage drop, maybe a little bit of a wage rise since we're in the Premier League, maybe like 120. He wanted $215,000 a week as a 31-year-old. I don't know what he's been smoking, but that's not going to happen. And he wanted a 4-year deal on $215,000 a week, which means if I went less in terms of years, I had to go more in terms of money. Yeah, so I think he's getting sold because his contract's running out and he's not getting a new contract, not at those numbers. No one in the world will pay him that much money. I don't know what he's thinking. But yeah, so he's probably gone. I've been looking at new center back options as a backup center back. Some youngster with potential. See if I can find some youngster with 5-star potential that can be a backup. Albarracine's fine as a backup. Or I'm considering looking for a starting right back and moving Albarracine to the backup center back / right back. So, I don't know. I'm considering those options. Let's get into this game. Let's see if we can play well against Chelsea. I'm going to say the media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy display. I did not mean to hit no pressure. I meant to hit have faith. Liverpool manager Omar Daff has taken perhaps the bold step of placing David Mahoney on the transfer list. Is that a decision I don't even know who that is. Saul Quintero takes the captain's armband today. What do you see in him as a leader? He's the oldest guy. No one can rely on him to set the tone and ensure everybody reaches the required standard. I'm pretty sure he's the oldest guy on the pitch. That's why he's the captain. Usually it'd be Alexander Douglas. He's got the best leadership, but he's awful. So he's definitely not... I definitely don't want to give him the captain if he's just going to be terrible. But it looks like Kaltoff's going to... I thought he was going to find Watkin Jones in the middle, but he couldn't quite. Malheiros comes away with a poor pass, or they come away with a poor pass. Malheiros gets on the end of it. As Zigrovic is looking to combine with anyone else, or he's just going to go himself. Zigrovic doesn't need anyone else. Just dribbles through the middle all by his lonesome and smashes it into the back of the net. Quintero gets the easiest assist of his career. As that's all Zigrovic. Some beautiful dribbling and a great finish at the end of it. He's just so good. And he's happy now. So he's I don't know if he's actually playing any better than he was when he was unhappy. He was playing fine when he was unhappy. He was great. He was our best player. But now that he's happy, I expected even more. But we are in a different higher level too. So maybe this is pretty good for what he is. As Watkin Jones gets a goal from a corner. And we are 2-0 up against Chelsea in the first 9 minutes. What a start to this game. Quintero with the ball in. So, yeah, Alexander Douglas is not getting his job back. I think he's permanently lost his job. Unless Quintero goes into garbage form, then Douglas has lost his job. He should be one of our top 3 players at this club, but he's just plain not. I can't give a player that's playing at the level he is on the pitch and expect any good results. He's averaging a 6.4. That's just that's below incompetent levels. Quintero's playing well, though. He has 2 assists this game. Looking for a hat trick as Watkin Jones heads it over. A hat trick of assists for Quintero would be pretty nice. Really cement his job as the starting right inverted winger. I was thinking about selling him this offseason too. He was one of the guys that I was thinking of cashing in on because he's worth a fair amount of money, about $30 million. And he's 29, about to be 30 years old. And he's not that amazing. He's got good passing. He's a decent player, but he's not a standout. He's not a can't drop. He's not, he is foreign, so he's not a non-foreign player that I feel like I have to play or have to keep. As that looks like a penalty, a terrible tackle by Curtis, just slid right through Watkins Jones, and that's a gimme penalty. That is an obvious penalty, and it is. I don't know who's going to take it. It's probably going to be Caltoft. No, Quintero. Looking to add to his resume of 2 assists already with a goal. I think he's missed his last penalty, so I'm not super expecting much. And he misses it. We are so bad at penalties. I need to be someone who can just score penalties. That's just what I need. I need a designated penalty taker that is just carried by the rest of the team during normal play, but just can score every penalty you given him. Because we cannot score a single freaking penalty. Do I say I'm happy? I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. It seemed to go, like, that team talk has seemed to gone well for me the last couple of times I've used it, so I'm going to give it another chance. John Ring, he's supposed to be a pretty good player. Yeah, he's really freaking good. 18 dribbling, 18 pace, 18 acceleration. He's ridiculous. Is he right-footed? I think he's a winger. I think he's left-footed. It doesn't say anywhere here, does it? It just says he's a winger, so I'm guessing he's left-footed. Otherwise, he would be great for us, but I think he'll be very expensive. He's English, and he's really good, so he's probably a $150 million player. Caltoft has not had his best game. He's a little bit tired. I'll bring on Petter. Zigovic is tired, but he's been the best, second best player on the pitch. Quintero's been amazing. Everton's tired. I'll take him off. I'll bring on Olaru. I'm fine with that sub. Olaru's a great player. We have plenty of depth in midfield right now. Harris is on a yellow. Let's take him off for Ferreira. Ooh, Duffy's on a 6.2. He's either like amazing or just completely incompetent. There is no in between. He never plays a 6.7, 6.8. It's either a 7.3 or it's a 6.1. There is no in between. How do you perform so poorly in a game which you absolutely dominated? Because we absolutely dominated Chelsea. They had 3 shots, none on target. We had 14 shots, 8 on target. And this game might not be over. As Quintero looking to get one of his goals. But get the goal he missed in the penalty, but he couldn't quite. He hit it pretty far over. Looks like this is how the game's going to end. There's only a minute left. If they get a goal now, it's just a consolation. They're looking to get it, though. As McCall cuts out that pass, though. As Lara threw to Watkins Jones, he's got to score this. But it gets saved. That's a good save. Like, I can't blame Watkins Jones for that. He put that right in the bottom left corner. Just a very good save from their goalkeeper to deny him and deny us our 3rd goal, which would make the scoreline look much more comfortable. Give Watkins Jones a brace for the game. But I'll take a 2-0. A 2-0 against Chelsea is a good result. Quintero with an 8.5. Zigovic with an 8.2. 2 very good performances from 2 of our... Well, Zigovic is one of our key players. Quintero's kind of a outer first-team player, and he put on a really good performance. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Yeah, that was a good performance. More of that, please. We're good at home. We just suck away from home. How pleased are you with that win? We did our job and looked impressive in doing so. A good day at the office. You prevented Chelsea from mustering so much as a single shot on target. Does that perhaps show just how dominant you were? We can be pleased with our defensive performance today for sure. It's not often that our goalkeeper has very little to do, so I'm sure he's pleased too. That puts us 2nd in the league. We jump Watford. Man United go top. As Man United and Watford both have a game in hand, so we will be going back down to 3rd. Just 2 points ahead of Southampton. Are they playing each other? I didn't see if there were any other teams that had a game in hand. If they're playing each other, that'd be nice. No, Wolves and Brighton both have games. I'm guessing they're playing one of Wolves or Brighton, so it's going to be smashes by those teams. As Quintero was superb. We've got, Stoke in 4 or 5 days. So, Stoke are sitting in 9th. How did they get on in their last couple games? Ooh, they're in bad form. They have lost 4 of their last 6 games in the Premier League. They've been in very bad form recently. They started really well. Good start to the season, but this last part of the season, they've been really bad, including 3 losses in a row to some bad teams with Wolves. Wolves are not good, and they beat them 4-1 away from home. Wait, is that... Wait. Yeah, away from home. And they beat West Ham, or they lost to West Ham, who I don't know where the West Ham are in the league right now. 7th, so they're a decent team. And then obviously Southampton are a very good team, but I mean, it's got me feeling pretty good. They've got a tough run in too with us, Arsenal, and Man City in the next 3 matches. Then Millwall, Brighton. It gets much easier. Swansea, Chelsea, Bournemouth, who are pretty bad. So they might see a resurgence from them soon, but hopefully we can use their bad form, take advantage of it, and get a victory. I'm going to play the 4-3-3, I think, but I might switch to the 5 at the back if I think I need to. But I'll see you in a few days for that match, so I'll see if we're going to do the team selection. We are back for the Stoke match. It's going to be pretty much the same squad we played last match, except I'm going to bring Olaru in for Everton. Everton hasn't shown me anything the last 3 games, so I'm going to give Olaru a shot, see if he can put in a good performance. Quintero absolutely keeps his spot, as does Zigrovic. They are guaranteed locked-on players in this team right now, as are Caltoft and Walken Jones. These are some 4 can't-drop players. Thomas Duffy is going to have to start because Arias isn't fully fit. He's just coming back from injury. Only recommended 30 minutes. So he's going to be on the bench, but I can't start him. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Alexander Douglas on the bench. Vidovic on the bench. We've got some good options. Velton is a good option off the bench. Actually, do I give Diop a shot off the bench? He played well in his last game. Let's put Diop on the bench. See if we can have another good performance off the bench. But let's get into this game against Stoke. We're going to play our 4-3-3. Hopefully it'll be a much better away game than we've seen recently. And tell them to go out there and carry straight on from where they finished last match. Yeah, if they can play like they did against Chelsea, they're going to get the victory. So, yeah, more of that, please. It's not the best weather for football out there today. How do you think the conditions will affect your performance? Our players can adapt to any situation. A little bit of weather isn't going to affect us. Title chaser Southampton are in action against Leicester, and they will want a victory to keep up their hunt for the trophy. What do you make of their chances ahead of this match? They should win that one fairly easily. Leicester are a very mid-table team right now. Stoke, obviously, like we saw before, in bad form. They're playing what we played with Manchester United, the 5-1-2-2. We're playing our 4-1-2-2-1, I guess. 4-3-3. I think this should be an interesting game because Stoke are obviously not in good form, but they've played so well for the most part this season. So, and it's away from home where we've been significantly worse. So it'll be interesting to see how we do here. I'm not so worried about the result. Like, if we get a draw, that's not a terrible result. I just want to have a good performance. As Kaltoff gets injured, that's not ideal. It's only a bruised ankle, though, so I'm not going to take him off. Even if you get red injury, it's a bruise. So I think he's going to be okay. Usually they're still not out for very long, even if they get red injury, if they have a bruise. So I'm going to keep him on because he's our best player, probably. Even though we've not been good so far, we still don't have a shot through 40 minutes. Whoops, I did not mean to hit praise. Well, they didn't seem to react too poorly to it. I'm going to thrash my arms. I'm far from pleased. We don't have a shot in an entire half of football. They make 2 subs. I wonder if they're injury enforced or if they're fatigue enforced or what. Can we get a shot right to start this half? That's terrible by Sousa. Absolutely terrible. He looks like he might give away a goal, and he does. Paulo Sousa, completely responsible for that goal. One of the players they just brought onto the pitch. Sousa gave them the ball. 2 more passes in there, threw on goal, and then a pretty ridiculous strike. Don't know what Sousa's doing there. Terrible pass. And then that's a pretty good strike. You got to be better at your near post there, Messalongas. You can't be beat that easily at your near post from that angle. I have to go attacking. Veridiano must be injured. Yeah, he's taking a knock. But again, it's only a bruise, so he's staying on, even though he's performing like absolute garbage. So I might take him off. Bring on Ramon for Albarracin to move Albarracin out to right back. Who is that? Veridiano again loses the ball. Dude, why are they playing like garbage? I don't understand. Look, Kaltoff's on a 6.2. You have a bruise. You can't use that as an excuse. It's a freaking bruise. As they have the ball again, Kerr with the ball. We need to intercept this and go on a counterattack because they're absolutely throttling us. As Messalongas makes a good save, but he's not going to get to the second ball. As we have been absolutely horrific. Why are we so bad away from home? And I can't change it to the 5 at the back now because we need a goal. If they had better match stats but hadn't had a goal yet, I might be able to change it. But now that they have a goal, I can't change anything. We're going to have to play more attacking. I might even bring on a striker. Kaltosh might have to come off because he's just incompetent right now. He's, like I said, he's either amazing as they get a Rabona cross. Good God, I'm so freaking mad. Why are we garbage? Why are we garbage? I don't understand it. Who do I take off? I'm guessing they'll take off Malheiros. Who's been the worst? Malheiros on the 6. Oh, Laru, 6.3. Get off my pitch. Play ball winning midfielder on support. Laru's coming off for Vidovic. Advance forward. Very attacking. Zigovic is going on attack. Fullbacks are... Oops, didn't mean to click that. Fullbacks are going on attack. Confirm those changes. Absolute incompetence. I don't understand. Like, we were so good against Chelsea, and we've been equally horrific against Stoke. Freaking just like the Rabona cross. Are you kidding me? Berate. You're incompetent. Kaltoff's coming off. 6.2. Get off my pitch. You can't complain because it's a freaking bruise. Alright. Going 3 up top. Vidovic in the middle as a target man on attack. Thomas Duffy's going to move up and play. Gosh dang it. Play complete wingback on attack. Ridiano's going to play wingback on attack. More direct is fine. Don't work the ball into the box. Be more expressive. Don't play out of the defense. Distribute it to the target man. Take long kicks. Much higher up. I have to change something. They've been completely incompetent. 3 shots, 1 on target. Like, last season, we were averaging like 20 shots a freaking game. We get 3 shots against a team that we smashed 3-1 away from home last year. And I'm pretty sure they didn't get better than we did. Like, we brought in some pretty dang good players. I don't think they brought in nearly the quality we did. They were very far behind us last year, and they only got marginally better. We were great last year and got better. We should be smashing them. They've lost 3 games in a row. We should be winning like 5-0. But instead, we have 1 shot on target. Vidovic completely misses the ball, but it's going to get to Thomas Duffy. I'm considering playing him as a winger because I need more attacking threat down this left-hand side. Seems like he's doing pretty well getting forward, though. Quintero. Oh, what a shot! What a shot from Saul Quintero. Took a bit of brilliance by one player to do something in this match. Wonderful shot. Looked like it was towards the near post, high and towards the near post. I never thought he was scoring from that angle, but with his left foot, wonderful shot. Keeper should not be being beaten there. We have a chance with about 15 minutes to go of getting an equalizer. I've got, one more sub left? I don't know what it's going to be because I don't have any quality to bring on, really. I want to leave Malheiros on there for his long shots. I don't have another striker to bring on for Watkins Jones. Quintero's obviously not coming off. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going with what I got. This is the best option I have of getting back in this game is with the team that's out there. As there's not much time left. What do I change? How do I get more attacking? You're going to a winger on attack. I guess Diop's going to come in for Malheiros. Plays an attacking midfielder. You're going to play as a central midfielder on attack. You're going to play as an attacking midfielder on support, I guess. Yeah, I think that's the only way I can go more attacking. I have no other options to bring on. Like Alexander Douglas I got to bring on in midfield or something, but he sucks. Diop probably has a better chance of getting involved in this game than he does. All right. Just lump the ball forward. Let's go extremely direct, shoot on sight, float crosses, play for set pieces. Distribute quickly. Yeah. Everything. Can we get a goal from this corner? No. I need to change set pieces too. No, it's probably not going to matter because we're probably not going to get another corner. But if we want a corner, I want... Where is you? Vidovic here. You can be there. You go to the edge of the area. You go there. You go there. Sure. See if we can get a set piece and maybe get a goal. Vidovic, obviously, I want to be the target of all my set pieces because he's 6'7". As they nearly score again off a counterattack. Can I berate them again? Please let me berate them one last time. And we lose 2-1. Incompetence. Absolute incompetence. Sousa directly responsible for 1 goal. Thomas Duffy, another terrible game. Watkin Jones, I don't remember the last time he scored. Like, he went on a 10-game drought, 11 or 12-game drought after the first game of the season, and he's felt like he's gone on another, 5-game drought. I'm going to thrash my arm and say I'm far from pleased. We should be beating Stoke easily. He sucks. Okay, no comment. If I could have sent my own comment, I would have said, he sucks. How am I going to improve the team by taking off a center back? I'm not going to get a goal by bringing on a center back. Stupid freaking media. Kautoft out 1 to 3 days. Yeah, it's a bruise. You play like absolute hot garbage and you're going to blame a bruise for it. That's wimpy mentality. I don't know what to do. I guess it doesn't matter who I'm against. I have to go with the 5 at the back from the start because we're just incompetent, incapable of defending away from home. Lost 2-1. Lost 2-1. Lost 2-1. Lost 1-0. Lost 3-1. Yeah. Is that what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our last 7 matches we've lost away from home. Bournemouth is just the extreme outlier. A 1-0 win against the worst team in the league, and then 5 losses away from home. How do I fix that? I don't understand how I fix that. What am I supposed to be doing? We're so good at home. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, 6... Oh, no, that's at home. 0-0, 1-1, 2-0, 3-0. Lost to a League One team because we suck in cups. 1-0, 4-1. Great at home. But I'll go on the road, they wilt. I don't know what to do with this stupid team. Since when we come back, we've got Coventry in the FA Cup 3rd round, but I don't think I need to show that. They're a championship team. We should be beating them comfortably, even though it's away from home. I'll definitely be playing the 5 at the back against Leeds. Definitely playing the 5 at the back against Liverpool. I guess I have to come back for the Liverpool derby. And I guess Man United because they're top of the league. I know we already showed it once, but I think we need to do Liverpool Man United again. Liverpool, obviously the biggest derby we have. Man United are top of the league, so they're our biggest competition for us winning the league. So, I guess that's what we're going to have to show. We'll be back for another Liverpool Man United derby. Well, I guess it's not a derby, a double. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.